Ethan was a polite, well-mannered, and kind boy. He always topped his class, respected everyone, and was known for his good nature. But there was one problem. Ethan talked too much. Once he started talking, he just couldn't stop. His friends somehow tolerated it, but others often made fun of him for it. One day, a new teacher joined the school. He asked every student to introduce themselves. When it was Ethan's turn, a few mischievous boys shouted, "Oh, sir, don't let him talk once he starts. He never stops." The whole class burst out laughing. For the first time, Ethan felt deeply embarrassed. He decided to stay quiet from then on, but it wasn't easy. Soon, people began mocking him even more. Whenever he tried to speak, others would walk away or roll their eyes. Even his friends started to avoid him. One evening after church, Ethan prayed with all his heart. He begged God to help him change. After his prayer, he sat quietly on a bench in the little garden behind the church. An old man named Mr. Harris, who also prayed there often, came and sat beside him. The old man smiled and said, "Son, don't lose hope." Ethan looked surprised. How did Mr. Harris know what he was feeling? The old man said gently, "I saw you praying. God always helps those who ask sincerely. Here, take these $20 and close your eyes." Ethan was confused. Mr. Harris didn't look rich, yet he was offering money. Still, he did as he was told and closed his eyes. In an instant, Ethan found himself in a strange magical place. People stood in a long line. He asked one of them, "What are they giving out here?" The man replied, "Words. $1 per word." "Words?" Ethan asked, and suddenly realized he couldn't speak anymore. His voice was gone. Panicking, he quickly handed over his $20 and bought 20 words. The next moment, he was back in the garden with Mr. Harris. The old man said, "Son, you now have only 20 words to use for the whole day. Choose them wisely. When they're gone, you won't be able to speak at all." Ethan was shocked, but nodded quietly. By the end of that very day, he had used up all his words. The next morning at school, when the boys tried to tease him, he couldn't answer back, and soon they got bored and stopped bothering him. That afternoon, Ethan was desperate to talk again. When he finally saw Mr. Harris at the garden, he ran toward him. "How are you, my boy?" the old man asked kindly. "Was your day tough?" Ethan's voice had returned. He sighed. "Mr. Harris, it's so hard. I can't stand being silent all day." The old man smiled and handed him $10. "Close your eyes again," he said. Ethan did so, and once again found himself in the magical world. This time, a man was pushing a cart and shouting, "Get your words. Words for sale. $1 each." Ethan bought 10 words and began wondering. He saw two men arguing fiercely. But suddenly, one man ran out of words and fell silent. The other, realizing the fight was pointless, also calmed down. Ethan understood something powerful that day. He returned to Mr. Harris. The old man said, "You now have 10 words left. Use them carefully." Ethan replied, "Yes, sir. I promise I will from that day." Ethan began to speak less and think more. When he went to see Mr. Harris again, he still had 2 words left. The old man smiled. "Son, you're learning well. Here, $15. Go once more." This time, the magical place was more beautiful than ever. Lush valleys, crystal waterfalls, and singing birds. Ethan bought 15 words and thought, if everyone valued their words this way, the world would be so much more peaceful. When he opened his eyes, he was back on the garden bench. Mr. Harris said softly, "Now, my son, you'll only come back when those 15 words are gone. Whether that's a day or a week, it's up to you." Ethan made those words last 10 days. By then, he had truly changed. His classmates respected him again, and his teachers admired his calmness and maturity. 10 days later, Mr. Harris said, "Son, you no longer need to buy words. You've learned the value of silence and the power of thoughtful speech. I pray that you always succeed." Ethan smiled, his eyes filled with tears. For the first time, he had found peace, not in speaking, but in silence. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories.